Show me how many Jewish people are in the West Bank or in Gaza. Show me how many Arabs are in any Jewish in the Arab countries.
There are 400,000 Jewish people in the West Bank right now. They're settlers.
Hold on.
No, there's 400,000 in the West Bank. Was the removal of Jewish people from Gaza, was that a result of the IDF removing them in 2005, or is that a result of Hamas pushing them out? It was a result of the IDF pushing them out in 2005. Then you asked the question about are there Jewish people in the West Bank? Well, Area C is a part of the West Bank. It is an occupied territory, and there are 400,000 Jewish settlers there. I don't know why anybody would dispute that. That's just a fact. But then you talk about why are there still 2 million Israeli Arabs living in Israel right now? Well, it's important to understand what the goal of Zionism was. Because the goal of Zionism has never been to eliminate every single Arab ever. It's never been to even ethnically cleanse every single Arab from Palestine. The whole goal of Zionism, having a Jewish state, was to just have a Jewish majority state. And if you actually understand the roots of Zionism, you'll understand that it was totally acceptable for the early Zionists to have, say, 2 million Arabs living in Israel, as long as there were many, many, many more Jewish people. So Zionism is both conducive to ethnic cleansing and to the reality of the situation, which is, of course, ethnic cleansing, which is that 2 million Arabs have been allowed to remain in Israel. It's not about getting every last Arab out of Israel. It's more about maintaining racial supremacy over Arabs in order so that the interests of the state of Israel and the Jewish people are maintained, and it bears complete disregard to the Arab people in Israel and all the Palestinians in Palestine.
Have you ever been to Israel?
No. But I'll say, what is happening to Israel and Palestine doesn't care whether I've been there or not. It's the reality, whether you like it or not. You can say what you want. You can say what you want. The evidence speaks for itself. The evidence speaks for itself. Because when you murder innocent civilians, it doesn't care whether Aiden Doyle goes to UCLA or not. It cares whether innocent civilians are murdered or not.
It's a source of your information.
Is Benny Morris okay? Is that a good source?
Give me a legitimate book, and I would like to know an author that has the legitimacy, that they have studied, and they have the authority to speak on the topic. Name 3 books as source of your information.
Yeah, sure. The Nation Forum by Rashida Khalidi.
Who is that? I never heard of this woman.
He was actually one of the peace process in the 90s.
Okay.
But you don't know about him. That's fine. I still respect your opinion. It doesn't mean that you're wrong just because you don't know a single author, okay? That's fine. I can go on. Benny Morris, The Righteous Victims, 1948. Both of those books. Does that satisfy you, or do you want me to keep on going?
Keep going.
Or do the facts change depending on how many books I've read? I could also talk about things called Creating a Nation by Eddie and Balabar, or I could talk about Shlomo Sand, a Tel Aviv author who wrote The Invention of the Jewish People, an Israeli Tel Aviv author. So if your point is that what I'm saying is not right because I haven't read enough books, well, you're wrong on both counts.
All the books that you read looks like going only in one direction, to delegitimize Israel.
Do you know who Benny Morris is?
I don't need to know. I think you're just making up stuff.
The Making of the Israeli Nation.
And I think...
Making of the Israeli Nation. Do you know that book, or are you just uneducated? What's the answer?
Listen, what did I tell you from the beginning of this conversation? I don't need to read books to know my
you don't need to read books, but
I don't need. I write the books. I write them. I live the experience. I am the author.
All the credibility you gained.
I am not a second-hand knowledge.
All of the credibility that you gained by living in Palestine was taken away from you when Israel put you on their paycheck.
Okay.
Do
you have evidence that I have a paycheck from Israel?
You worked for Israel for 6 years. It's in your biography.
What's your evidence?
So you weren't paid to work for Israel. You just did it willingly.
Well,
exactly.
10 years fighting and chasing after terrorists who blow up, killed Americans, Israelis, Arabs, Muslims, all type of people indiscriminately. Do you think you can sit here and judge me and tell me it's like you did it for money?
When you say you're fighting for Israel, would you say that you're advocating for them?
I told you I only represent myself.
So you're not fighting for Israel.
And you don't have the authority to sit there and judge, tell me I took money or I did not take money. This is not your business.
No, you did take money. That's a fact, and that's fine.
This is not your business.
You took money from Israel, and that's okay. You're a propagandist for Israel. That's just a fact, and it's the reality of the situation.